Yeah, I mean, I do lots of things at home. I'm a homebody and I don't really like to go outside. You know, that COVID pandemic is just driving me nuts. So I usually stay at home on the weekends and during the week. Among all the things that I do, let me just tell you a couple of things that I do at home. First of all, as you might have realized from my background survey, my hobby is cooking. Cooking is just a huge part of my life. Initially, it just started as a hobby, but now it's more like a survival. As you know, due to the pandemic, I try to avoid going to crowded places, which means that I have to cook for myself as I find restaurants a bit dangerous to go. So I cook for myself and my friends. Also, I mentioned earlier that I'm a gym rat, but that pandemic also bothers me from going to a gym. So I recently bought a power rack since I wasn't able to hit the gym to avoid crowded places, as I said. After work, I do some bench press, squat, and deadlift. Don't get me wrong, I always try not to annoy my neighbors by making noises. Lastly, while being a foodie and a workout freak, I'm also a couch potato. I just sit on my bed, playing with my smartphone on the weekend. Yeah, what can you do in this pandemic situation? Everything's boring, right? Anyway, my routine at home isn't really productive, but I still love my life pattern. How about you all? I don't have a clear memory about the house I used to live, so why don't I just compare the apartment that I recently had lived and the one I'm living right now? Well, it's not too different, but the apartment that I used to live was a lot more spacious than the one I'm living right now. I had 3 rooms and a huge kitchen, so I spent most of my time cooking. Oh, also, I had a power rack there in the old apartment. So instead of going to the gym, I just used to work out at home to avoid the crowd. Recently, I moved to an apartment in Jeju Island. It's a bit smaller than the one I used to live, but I still find it cozier and nicer since it is close to the beach and I can get to a famous surfing beach in about a minute. That's the best part of it. I mean, I don't have a power rack anymore, but I still have a pull-up bar and some dumbbells. So I'm totally satisfied with this new apartment. I guess just because an apartment is bigger doesn't mean it's always a better choice. I just remember spending my entire weekend trying to clean up my old apartment. As I said, I recently moved to an apartment in Jeju Island. It's a cozy apartment with 2 bedrooms. Anyway, when I first moved in, there was pretty much nothing. So I made some changes in my room. First of all, it didn't even have a bed. You know, I have some back pain and I just can't stand sleeping on the floor without a mattress, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as I moved in, I just bought a new mattress. I guess it's not the best in the world, but I still do like it. It just does what it should do. And also, as I said, I'm a gym rat. And I was on a crazy weight loss challenge. So I had to hit the gym at least 4 times a day. But as you know, due to the pandemic, going to a crowded place wasn't in my priority. So I had to avoid going to the gym. Instead, I just bought some extra dumbbells and working out equipment. Yeah, it was a double spending. Even so, it was totally worth it. Not much change except for 2 things above. I mean, I still use the same furniture from my old apartment.